Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is going to be the weekend reading for the water signs. So anyone with prominent Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy in their birth charts, this is going to be the reading for you. I did want to go over some of the astrology for the weekend and pull some cards to see if we can get any additional details around what you should be waiting for or anticipating for the weekend. As always, if you got anything out of the reading, please like the video. I would really appreciate it. And if you're interested to see more from the channel, subscribe to the channel. I would also love to have you there as well. All right, so we go into the weekend, and on Sunday morning, around midnight Central Standard Time, there will be a new moon in Gemini. And so anytime you have a new moon, this is going to bring an element of a new start, initiating something. Because it's in Gemini, it should be communicating this new start, gathering with others and opening up about this new idea or something that you've been thinking about that you want to put into place. Getting feedback from others, you know, the opinions, asking questions, maybe digging in a little deeper and doing some research regarding this new thing that's coming through in your life. And I know it may seem as though it is like a project or something with work or a creative endeavor, something like that, but this could really be anything. Depending on where the new moon in Gemini is falling in your birth chart can determine a lot about, or can talk about how this is going to play out. So it could be anywhere from the self, right? Like one's body or one's health, or going within, you know, our belief systems and self-awareness, and, you know, to our homes or our relationships, our careers, or our friendships, right? So it's just in general something new, a new energy that is happening. And around this time, every season, every year when the sun goes into Gemini, we have a new moon in Gemini. So around this time, we start something, and there's always an element of communication. Okay, there's always an element of having conversation, communication with others, because Gemini is a dual sign. It is ruled by Mercury. This is the intellect. This is the mind. And this is also people. And so you may be a little bit more social as it relates to your environment, and, you know, having group associations that have to do with this new thing that you're trying to initiate. But there is some excitement and enthusiasm. Again, keeping in the same theme of the full moon in Sagittarius that we just had a couple weeks ago, with that enthusiasm for the month of June, this is going to continue just in a different way, right? So I also want to add that this new moon in Gemini is squaring Neptune in Pisces. So even though we are going to be excited about initiating this new thing, even though we are going to be communicating with others around this new thing, I think that Neptune in Pisces is going to sort of put a little blockage, you know, in our path, just because that is going to bring an element of distraction and feeling as though you're not really up to the task of like literally taking action. So you may be feeling a little sleepy, lazy, lethargic this weekend. Maybe you had a long week and you're really tired, and even though you had plans to do something this weekend, your body and your, you know, sort of spirit are just kind of telling you like, no, like let's just lay back for a few days, right? And chill. So you may be distracted with things that keep you in this sort of procrastinating mode, or keep you in a daydreamy type of focus, like a little fogginess as well. You may be romanticizing a little bit. Pisces does come with, you know, seeing things through rose-colored glasses. So if you have this idea or this new change, this new start that you're really, really excited about, you're playing out stories in your head about best case scenarios, you know, instead of, again, getting up and actually taking action. And it's okay to not take the action right now. You know, it's just 2 or 3 days that this is going to be playing out. The new moon in Gemini theme and energy will last for the next 28 days or so until the next new moon, right? So if you're not up to the task this weekend, you still have time to start it. So yeah, you're going to want to be sort of in the dream state, in the clouds, being distracted. Be careful with your addictions and your vices, things that take you away. If you have to be responsible for something in any way this weekend, your habits may come into play as well, because Pisces does talk about addictions and our vices. And so you may want to indulge in some of these this weekend, that, you know, for any of you that do have some level of responsibility this weekend, it might make it really challenging for you to get anything done. And then we also have Mercury in Gemini, sextile Venus in Leo, and this is a really, really fun energy. I'm excited about it. There's communication, and it's going to feel as though you are getting attention or seeking attention or giving attention, right? So with this Venus and Leo aspect here, I mean, you know, Leo has to do with sort of having that attention and being on the spotlight in some way. So you may be the one that's on the spotlight that, you know, is, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more grand in how you're showing up and the presence that you have when you are in, you know, group settings or something like that. And so therefore a lot of people will be gravitated toward you and looking at you and giving you attention, or vice versa. Maybe you come across somebody that is like that, and you know, they catch your eye, they catch your attention, and you want to get to know them, and you know, there's just something about them that, you know, magnetizes you or pulls you toward them, right? But for both of these signs, the Gemini and the Leo, they both can be really fun, flirty energy. So, and then the sextile, which is the type of aspect that they're making to one another, it does bring a level of positive, harmonious, you know, sort of like being on the same page, reciprocating type of energy. And so I think that if you are involved with somebody right now, or you're just getting to know someone, you know, you may feel like being fun and flirty with them, or, you know, it's vice versa, or, you know, like the both of you are just flirting right now. There's a high level of flirtation going on. And I think you're also going to be feeling good in your body, just in general. You're probably going to feel a little risky, or taking action, like being a little brave when it comes to something around love and partnership this weekend. So, you know, totally take advantage of that. It seems like a lot of fun. And I would definitely, regardless of, you know, anything, like whether it's romantic or not, I would definitely, you know, take advantage of it and get out and, you know, try to go somewhere or do something. Because it's a very people-oriented energy, and I know that some people don't like to come into contact with others, right? Like the introverts and all of that, and I totally get it. But I just think that, you know, you'll see something different about yourself by interacting with others this weekend, and maybe it'll just, I don't know, like put you in a different sort of mood or energy state or something like that, like surprise you in a little way, you know, like if you're the type that stays home and stuff like that, and somehow, some way you get out and someone convinces you to go somewhere and then you go, I just feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised, if that makes sense. All right, so let's see how these energies are going to affect the water signs specifically this weekend. So I want to start with your personal energy. How are you showing up this weekend? The weekend of June 16th through the 18th for the water signs, please. Amazing. So we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so this is up and about, doing things, you know, going back to that getting attention energy. You have, like, you're radiating with light or with power or, you know, positivity. And, you know, there's just like a magnetism that people have toward you this weekend. There's something that is, you know, sort of going a little quickly. Maybe the weekend starts off a little slow, and then before you know it, you have this surge of energy and you're just like getting up and going. So maybe you're not allowing this square of Neptune and Pisces to bring you down. And if you are, I don't think it's going to last forever. I think that, you know, you may feel a little tired, but at some point there may be a surge of energy come through, and it's going to allow you to get up and go. There's also, wait, why am I pulling 3 cards? I was pulling 2 cards. My bad. Well, this is here, which is weird because I don't like it. I don't like that feeling. But anyway, there's a sense of reciprocity here and balancing something out. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, this is, overall, it's like really good, okay? Like, you are exuding positivity, like I said. Like, there's a light coming out of you, and there is a really high peak energy level coming through you this weekend at some point. And you feel as though, you know, things are balanced out. You feel as though things are fair. You're in harmony and in alignment within and without. The universe is matching your energy that you're giving out. So if you're going out there and you are positive and enthusiastic and optimistic and all of those things, I mean, I think that I feel adventure really strongly right now. I feel adventure. Maybe some of you are taking an adventure or doing something and it's going to turn into an adventure, something like that. I don't know what this 2 of Swords is. I'm going to see how that plays out as the reading moves along. Tell me about water signs environment. Anything we need to know around the environment this weekend for the water signs, please. I think there's some type of opportunity that's going to come up this weekend, water signs, that is going to surprise you and sort of blow you away. Like, you're going to be seeing fireworks of some way. I don't know. Like, it feels like the universe is like, here you go. Like, you've done good. Here's your reward or something. Like, there's a little token, a little reward coming toward you. Like, oh, thank you. You know, like, unexpectedly. Yeah, so the Emperor came out for the air signs as well. It came out more from a fatherly perspective, and I totally forgot that it was Father's Day. I didn't forget. I know that it's Father's Day if my dad is watching this, but and during the reading I forgot, and I was feeling father very strongly, and then I remembered that it is Father's Day. But the Emperor is coming up here. There may be some unalignment between you and an Emperor. So a more masculine energy coming through in your environment, and you're not really flowing very well with this person. I just don't think that the elements or the stars are calling for a nice, easy, breezy interaction with this person this weekend. This person may have a lot going on that is preventing them from aligning with you and what you have going on, or vice versa. Yeah. What else? It doesn't seem too deep or anything like that. It just seems like adults doing their own thing, you know. If this is you, then you are in your environment, like something in your environment is going to shake you up a little bit, and it's going to make you feel as though things are not aligned. But if you feel like that, I think that it's just a mental blockage, because in your personal energy, and I feel very strongly up here with the universe, is like, no, you're good. Everything is on par. Everything is, you know, going as planned. Just keep going, right? Like whatever this is that makes you perceive that things are out of alignment, it could be a person or a situation or just your own triggers and fear or something like that. You got to breathe it out. Breathe it out, let it go, give it to the universe, and just trust that your path and what you're doing this weekend is supposed to happen the way it is happening. You are good, you are safe. You know, like I said, there is a reward. There is some type of reward that you're getting for a good job done in some way, shape, or form. Like, I don't know, it's like maybe up in the ethers or down in the 3D. I have no idea. But it's like, it feels like that. It's like, oh, cool, like, thank you, you know, like, just, I don't know, a feel-good moment. And it comes in a form of an opportunity. And I also feel adventure, like I said. So whatever this is, don't let this steer you away from this good feeling up here. Don't let this make you second guess your blessings, or, you know, are you on the right path, or are things working out, you know, with your idea or this new thing that you're initiating. Like whatever comes through, I think it's just a little moment in time, and it's nothing too serious. It's nothing too big. Like it's when we're trying to control with the Emperor, there's a sense of control, right? So when we're trying to control a situation and it just can't be controlled, there is universal influence here. You know, there is others that are impacted as well, right? Like whatever you're trying to align, or someone else is trying to align with you, this weekend it's just not flowing. It's not aligning. It's not coming together. Two people and two situations are on two different pages with two different agendas, you know, two different thought processes. Like it's not meshing. Okay. Emperor twice, water sign. And this is the same position that it came through with the air sign reading. So if you have any prominent air sign placements in your chart, take a look at that reading. See if anything relates to you and your situation. This has to do with a choice and being unable to make a choice. Are you making a choice between flowing and allowing the universe to take care of you and going on adventure and receiving rewards? Or are you making the choice of overthinking, not being aligned, like creating drama? I'm also hearing unnecessary stuff. Like, just let this be. Let this be for a few days. Whatever this is, whoever this is, it's coming at you that wants to steer you in the wrong direction, or create a little bit of mess. Like they just feel like they're all over the place. Like they don't know. They don't have like a really clear direction, or where they're coming from. Their mindset, something like that, is not clear. And an emperor is supposed to be, right? So when an emperor is not aligned and not clear in what he or she is doing, it does create irritability and frustration and anger. This emperor is surprising you with something. There may be surprising you in how they are acting. I'm feeling like they act a certain way that surprises you. What is happening? I hope this is not you, Cancer. I mean, Cancer. Water sign. Cancer is a water sign. I hope this is not you, because you have so much good going on over here. What else? And then we have two Scorpio cards at the bottom of these two decks. So you're showing up strongly as well. Someone feels like they're in lack mentality. If you are allowing yourself, water sign, to go into the dark this weekend, be careful with that. There's so much fun to be had and taken advantage of. And I understand this Neptune and Pisces is coming through. If you're taking your dream state to the darkness, if you're taking your astral traveling to the darkness, if you are a spiritualist and do all of these types of things, I do feel something like that, like you're taking it to the dark. Okay, but what is your reason? How is it going to impact you? Like, do you have a reason why you're going to the dark this weekend? If there's like a choice to be in melancholy here. And I understand that water signs, some water signs do well there, or that's like their familiar state. But there's so much beauty right here and so much that the universe is presenting to you. Like, there is no reason for you to feel down. There's no reason for you to feel like you are in lack. You have everything you need. This is a mindset. This is a choice. This is probably coming in to make you feel like this. So this is an external person coming in, dropping a bomb, acting out, acting different, you know, taking something away from you or something like that. I feel like taking away leaves you sad, leaves you hurt, leaves you feeling lonely and left out. You don't have to go there. You can make a decision to not. You can make a decision to stay here. You can make a decision to not allow this to, you know, not take it personal. Detach. I'm feeling that strongly. Detach, water sign. Okay? Stay here. And here. 10 of Cups, everything is aligned. This is financial, wealthy, like family lineage, like strong foundation. This is emotional fulfillment. This is support system from loved ones. You know, like who's in your circle? Who are you loving? Who's loving you? You know, these two, both, and they're both 10s. These are big, big, big cards here. Water sign. There's no need for you to be here in that lack mentality. There's no need to allow whatever this surprise thing is that feels like you are being like going to the dark, like hurt, or whatever this surprise is keeps you sad, makes you sad. Therefore, detach. If you're hearing this and you already know what this is talking about, like you can feel it coming, detach. Here's that Scorpio energy again. Death, rebirth. Yes, good. Transmute it, transform it. Get back on the high road. Go on that adventure. Judgment. Yeah, you've been made aware of something. This weekend, the universe presents you with an awareness of some sort, something that you cannot unsee, something that you cannot unknow. Okay? It's probably about this emperor. And there's a transformative process happening. Something is ending to begin again. Something has ended. You are on your path, going on your adventure, receiving the accolades, the blessings, there's success here. And you become aware of something through that process. Let's see. I feel strong transformation happening this weekend. I know some water signs that are able to handle this extremely well, and that's why that sense of adventure is coming through. So the endings and the beginnings, handling them the way you do. The wheel, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you're transmuting. You're making this situation and you're using it to your advantage. You're changing it to your advantage. Instead of staying in this lower energetic space, and it's a heartfelt space, so a lower heartfelt space of sadness, right? And a little heartbreak here. Instead of staying there, you are changing it up and creating some sort of opportunity. You're using your darkness, that power that comes through the darkness, and you're bringing it through to your advantage. The world. These are big. Is this going to be a big weekend? This might be a big impacting weekend for you, water sign. Yeah. Like, you'll remember this weekend for like the rest of, you know, the month or the year or whatever. Relationship with this Two of Cups. There's a cycle. Like, both the wheel and the world have to do with some type of cycle. It's just that the wheel is like the clock moving, right? Or the wheel moving to the different phase, the next chapter, the next phase. And also bringing an element of blessing with it. The world is like you've completed a phase and now you're starting a new one, okay? So there's like the next chapter, the next phase, like you were here and now it's shifting to the next part. So what comes next? And there is an element of companionship, relationship, romantic situation, love situation with two people. So you may be transmuting this sadness of some sort and elevating, and there's a sense of success here, and then it's turning into like this pivotal moment where the universe is sort of, again, brings in some sort of blessing. Princess of Swords, this is the Page of Swords, so this is communication. It could be that Mercury and Gemini, oh yeah, sextile Venus and Leo. So as I say that, the Truth card falls out. So anytime this happens and I'm speaking, to me, I always see it as a sign that what I'm saying is the truth, even though what I'm saying is always the truth. Like, I pray and I meditate and I make sure that I set the intention that every word that I say in these readings, someone has to hear it the way I say it. Anyway, but yeah, there's a level of conversation, communication, being truthful, speaking from the heart, speaking honestly, being open, a breakthrough with, you know, communication in two people. The Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So it does look as though this situation that's happening is being transmuted, and then two people are changing the dynamic. It could be that. It could be the two people, something surprising happened that left them feeling shitty. They speak and have this conversation with this new moon in Gemini, and they transmute and transform it into an opportunity to be truthful and honest about something. And let's get this wheel turning, right? Let's not stay stuck here in this phase. Let's get out of it. Or you feel shitty. Again, right? You feel shitty because of whatever this is. And you yourself transmute this this feeling into something positive, and then you become surprised with the outcome of, you know, you coming out of this chapter, going into the next chapter, and it somehow has to do with another person coming through with communication and honesty. Okay, so it could be the same person that you're transforming with, or it could be a new person that you're transforming with, if that makes sense. But it's a very interesting turn of events, water sign, after this lovely, lovely energy up here. Just don't allow others to control your energy level or control your heart space this weekend. Be very protective of yourself, very cautious. You know, someone's coming through, and if they're coming through with a little bit of mess, see it for what it is. Do not take that personal, right? That is them going on their, you know, having their situation happening in their weekend. You're high vibing over here, right? If they continue and then a bomb drops and you are surprised at something that's supposed to hurt you, because you already saw it coming, you should be able to start to switch on that protection self, okay? So that way, in case something like this happens, you're better suited to handle that situation, so you don't get stuck in here or in here. And there's a possibility that if you handle this situation well, then you will have a breakthrough of communication and honesty with a person you already know or a new person. Either way, you're in a beautiful place. What you once perceived to be lack that you don't have, that thing that you probably complain about or whatever, like if I only had this or whatever, it's there, it's here. Okay, this is a mental state. This is what you have. Like, you have what you need. So be grateful, find the gratitude, transform these two lower levels, these two fives. The 5 is the number of change. It's the midpoint. Okay, so right here, it's the pivot. Like I was saying, it's a pivotal moment. So there will be some sort of change, some sort of shift, and you are hopefully navigating it in a very positive way where you can create positivity and success out of it in some way. And then at the bottom, when you start. All right, so that is going to be the reading for the weekend of June 16th through the 18th, and the new moon in Gemini square Neptune and Pisces aspect. I hope that you stay high vibing over here, receive your rewards, go on your adventure, and you will have a breakthrough of some sort this weekend. So have fun. If you like the video, please like it on YouTube, and if you are interested in seeing more from the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And otherwise, have a great weekend, and we will see you on the next message. Thank you.